Alright, so today we are testing on this target, and I would be using automation on this target as well. This automation is running side by side. This is a newly launched target on Bugcrowd, and we would start the testing with app bitgo.com, and we would start the analysis with this. As such, there are no exclusions, means we can report anything we want, and that's really great for a hacker perspective. And we would try to report as much bugs as we can. I'm not having a surety for now what exactly I might be able to report, but yeah, you would get to learn a lot from this particular session. So firstly, we begin with this particular thing, and I try creating a password with a single character. I click on sign up. It's not allowing me due to a front end artifact. It's known as front end security, where it doesn't allow to keep shorter passwords. As soon as I sort this thing up, it says strong password required. It requires more stronger password, so you do that. It says it would take centuries to crack this password. Okay, that's great for us. I click on next. There would be a request coming which is responsible for this login mechanism. I'm waiting for that request only. Alright, so here's the request. Uh, where the password is encoded. Here the password is encoded, and I'm just testing the normal flow for now. I'm not going on to any other aspect. Or we can see the encoding recognizer. If I give it a value, for example, I'm giving in my password, so it would tell me how it would be converted. So using that particular thing, I can see if it would be decoded, how exactly it would look like. But in our case, it's starting from somewhat like FB729. Not a way to figure it out. It's fine. So you can reversely do that too. Like copy this up, paste this up here if you can decode it, but it's not getting decoded in any of the cases. So that means they're using some custom encoding. So if I use like this, a response to this request, it would show me the response back. It says username Sidan Arman, user ID. Perfect. We would copy this up and paste it somewhere. Today I would be following a checklist. It would be easy for us to test that way. Then it says check the email verification link, which it might have generated. All right. So I'm testing for rate limits side by side. I open my Gmail. I have got only one email verification link. I haven't got two. That means it was sent from the backend. It's not a front end artifact, which is good. So we copy this particular thing, and it's coming from notifications at the rate bitgo. If I copy paste this thing, it has my mail, it has a particular code from here. This code could not be found anywhere, so no possible way to hack it. It's running on https. If it would be on http, it might have been a bug, but it's on https. It says temporary redirect, email verified true. Okay, It says email verified is true. If I before testing any other things, I would test the forgot password functionality. So Sidan Arman 2003, send email, repeater, send it to repeater. Instead of host, try evil.com. Most probably it won't allow it, as it's known as a host header injection attack. Yeah, it says misdirected request. Try like X forwarded host. It says bing.com. Then email JSON sent. It says check your mail. It's sent already. Okay, here it is. It has the code again, the mail, and if I click on enter, it is somewhat like if I click on support at the red bitgo, it's not working. There are no other social media handles out here. Then if I enter a single character password, it says strong password is required. Okay, I did this, and it has the password, it has the code. I let it go, a response to this request. It has a user ID and all other things set it up. If I try reusing this link, for example, I try reusing this link, is it allowing me to reuse this? It should throw an error, which is right. That means this functionality is protected. It's throwing an error to me. That's pretty good. All right, moving on. From here, I would log in. I would enter the password. I enter the password over here. From this particular thing, a Khurafati idea came to my mind. If I enter a single character password, so I would know the hash of this particular thing. Right now, now I entered a single character, for example. Now over here, I entered a single character. So this hash is the password hash for that single character string. Right, guys? So I would drop this for a while. I go on sign up. I go right here, Arman Sidana official at the rate gmail.com, and I try creating a password over here. I entered this password, but instead of this particular hash, I would be using a password hash of mine, which is a single character password. Let's see what it says. It says 200. Okay. We need to verify this account, then only we can see if we are able to make a password with a single account with a single character password, then only we can say. For now we can't say anything. If I enter a over here, I click on login. See, it says invalid user credentials. It's not working. It didn't work. It didn't work. It's not allowing the no password policy bug. Moving back to the normal flow, and here I enter my mail. I would enter the passwords out here. Extensible force SMS, extension address, and a lot of things. Response to this request. It says 200 okay. Along with it, it gives a lot of information. We can't edit anything from here, to be very honest. We go in here, the session token is right here. Then it's a crypto app, so the security would be obvious good. Token hash settings. I am viewing every request very carefully in order to find the bugs. It has the organizational ID, user ID. Let's save this. Now it should log in. Okay, it's asking for my first name, last name. Instead of my first name, I'm entering this. It should not allow according to the security. Yeah, non-English characters are not allowed at this time. I write bing.com, it should not allow that. I write Arman. Last name Sidana. Then 27 month India. Alright. I click on submit. User ID, enterprise ID, organizational ID. At that particular place, it wasn't allowing me to put this payload. Let's try in here if it allows. It didn't loud. Let's go in normally. Response to this request. It should work this time. Yep, it says created. Organization ID again, enterprise ID. It says select a 2FA verification method. I choose authenticator. I choose this. Click on continue. Now let me use authenticator to do this flow. 1 second. This looks pretty secure to me. I don't know why. I entered the code. It's asking me for the code right here, which is 835433 835. It says 200 okay. The 2FA is enabled right here. I will let it go. These are the recovery codes. I would store it somewhere. Save codes. I downloaded them. Then next, terms and conditions. I would click on continue. Alright, so it's over here. We have the enterprise ID and the assets. Let's go to the settings, which is the enterprise settings. Over here we have the name. It has developer portal, users. Okay, so we can add users. I would come to this, but let me test another bugs first. So till now what we have checked is we haven't checked improper cache control. How does it works is you log out of this particular portal, and if you click back, if the same information is visible to you, then it's an improper cache control if it's visible. But in this case, it's not, right? It's not visible. So it's not a improper cache control. So I write my mail over here, the password. Then it's asking for a 2FA code. If I click over here, reset 2FA, if I view the page source of this particular thing, there's nothing right here. It says you are trying to reset your 2FA from a different IP address. You can't do that real quick. There are some security measures to it. Then if I try using a backup code instead of the recovery code, how does it react? Copy. I paste this, verify over here. A response to this request. It says unauthorized. Let's use authenticator only. 989700. If I click on verify, it's taking a lot of time. It says 200 okay, but it's not of much use to us. We check another bugs. If we move on, we have checked the registration is fine, forgot password is fine, invite user we need to check that how exactly that functionality is behaving. The website is slow due to some reasons, I don't know why it's slow. By the time we are using this automation to find a point of interest for us, and it's running really well, that's doing the fuzzing for us. We will look at it at the end. If I click on inspect, I go to storage. See over here in the session storage, it has the ID over here, which is not a token specifically. Tokens like JWT and things are sensitive. Here's a session token, both HTTP and secure are true, so it's not a bug. So we tested this also. Then let's test the invite functionality real quick. We would go line by line. This is the invite functionality. I click on add user. I would enter the mail of that user, Arman Sidana, or maybe a new user which doesn't even have an account. Contact dot nexussec at the rate gmail.com. I want to give it the owner access. I click on send invitation. Enterprise ID, get wallet. But that invitation sending thing would be a post request right here. It says what would be the username of that thing, the email, the enterprise ID. But can we modify this username to this? I don't know if it would work or not. Most probably it should give an error. Yeah, it gave an error. I knew it would give an error because that things are not allowed. Owner and send invitation, post request for the invitation, enterprise ID. In the response, what I would be getting is okay, 200 response. Okay, video ID user permissions admin invite. It says false. Response to see what it contains. It contains user ID, payment status, enterprise ID. Okay, so an invite has been sent to this particular mail. Let's see. So here it says you have been invited. What this token contains is this particular code, the mail, and what if I use a different mail out here? Just for example, I use this mail, or I use this mail, Arman Sedana official @gmail.com. New user false. Let me try doing this thing. Why it gets slow? It's asking for a new password. Alright, that's pretty strange. It should not work. Yeah, as I expected, it should not work because this code is not meant for this email. Can we do rate limit on this? Allow inactive admins. True. Video ID user false. Permissions admin invite false. Okay. This was a particular request to send the mail, I guess. If I would get one more mail, that means I'm thinking right. I didn't got a mail till now. There is some sort of rate limit. Hmm. We can't use it multiple times. Over here it says create a new password. Let's use this. And for now, the application is looking very secure to me, to be honest. I don't see any flaws in here right now. Let's see if it says the invitation is accepted or not. Okay, it says active. We can remove this user from the enterprise. If I remove this user, I click on remove. What would be the request to remove it? Okay, so it says delete API enterprise user username. All right, pretty interesting. I would tell you why I found this request very interesting. I would misuse it in a minute. So if I go back here, I again try to log in using this particular token. If I write new user false, how it reacts? It would show an error, most probably. Yeah. So if I don't use this particular thing, I simply write this, how it reacts. It says login first to accept or reject the request. That's pretty different. I'm logged in now. Okay, it's asking for my name. I write Nexus security India, submit. It's asking for a 2FA. I would set up a 2FA for this too. And it says 466763. I would save these codes, click on next. Now, how am I still a part of this thing? That's the concern. See, over here we have deleted that user, but over here I can still approve this request. I just need the 2FA of this particular thing. Isn't that strange? And I'm the admin. I can see you approve the request, remove from here. I'm into the enterprise of Arman Sedana, but technically I'm not here. Understanding the flow. I'm into this enterprise, not according to this front end artifact, but I'm still in this enterprise. That's a bug for sure. Enterprise ID is same, 9F2 and 9F2. So we would report this bug. Alright, got it, Kavya? Understand? In order to prove the impact to the company, you should always record this particular thing. It's under the category of broken access control. Broken access control, and the URL is app bitgo, but you need to prove the impact to the company. It would be very hard for you otherwise to do anything. I just let me simply give the category of BAC, broken access control. All right.